The show is Sports Amplified Zim, and that was Denver MUKAMBA with the famous Sue celebration after scoring for Dynamos in the penalty shootout victory versus ZPC Kariba in the Chibuku quarterfinals. And as always, in Ndara Loza, Ndara Madi. And some exciting results today. But before that, let us give you some highlights from the Scotland versus Manica as Scotland shoot to the top of the Zimbabwe Premier Soccer League table, and as well as some highlights from the Chibuku quarterfinals, Dynamos versus ZPC Kariba, as well as Highlanders versus Scotland. Enjoy.
Because obviously
Fumbidzai gets us up and running. Sometimes it boils down to 12 yards, and that is the task that he has to complete. Ativagoni flaps his chance. The first time of asking.
yeah.
Two veterans of the game up against each other. The penalty delayed a bit because Chimene needed Torbet Shumba to move his positioning. Jukamanja hits the underside of the crossbar. Marvin Sibanda was introduced as a concussion substitute to replace Nyongo. It's his time now to try and drag Highlanders back into this one. Sibanda misses again. Another save from Torbet Shumba. Dolo have to dispatch this one without error to maintain the advantage. Shidolo hits the crossbar again. The drama continues, but it's down to that Highlanders number 8 to make it count. Melikai brings Highlanders back into contention. One apiece for the two teams. 3 penalties taken.
Bosso.
Manenji misses. Ariel Sibanda with a big save. When he got on Prince Ndlovu, having one of his finest performances of the season since coming on. But now he has to keep a cool head and make sure that he has to beat Torbet Shumba. Highlanders take the lead in the shootout. 2-1.
They are alive, but just barely.
Yes, man. So God knows Murida with possibly the highest pressure kick of his career at Scotland. Giving Ariel Sibanda a big hand, and Scotland are dumped out of the Chibuku Super Cup, Highland.
Welcome back, and those were the highlights from Manika versus Scotland as the Mabuku best side shot to the top of the table after winning 1-0 there, as well as Dynamos beating PC Kariba to earn a semi-final berth in the Chibuku Super Cup, as well as Highlanders beating Scotland to reach the semi-finals of the Chibuku Super Cup. Ndara tombotanga nenyaya yeChibuku Super Cup. We are now in the semi-finals, and the draw was done, and Highlanders will take on Dynamos while Triangle takes on Moors. And your thoughts, Ndara? 4 teams dziripo mu semi-final. 3 teams dzacho dziri kufighta relegation.
Yeah. That's what we love about cup games, or when it comes to football in general, is that your form in cup games is not necessarily your league form. Mukatopinda pacup munotopinda kana muchitofamba mwana ndoshamisa kuona arikufamba izve. So the one thing about this, we might have a final which might have people who are actually fighting for relegation. Because as it stands, my bet, I think would the Dynamos will get him. From the other side, to go, that one I'm not sure because I have a favorite team. Yeah, they are not relegation strugglers, but I'm hoping we'll have an opinion so that we get a final in English nuggets.
Dynamos are the favorites. They says Mdara Loza. Another penalty shootout, another victory for Dynamos. And Dimbari Mdara kumapena kuzvinenge zviri kufambira. But now they face Islanders who themselves won through a penalty shootout.
Yeah, but Dimbari have been sort of like green out the results via penalties. Kana makatongoenda mapena nawo mazviwa.
Kana makatongoenda kumapena neDynamos matorowa. So the Chibuku semi-finals will be Triangle taking on Moors and Dynamos Dimbari taking on Highlanders Iboso. That's a big one there. And in the Premier Soccer League, the Zimbabwe Premier Soccer League, Scotland shot to the top of the Premier Soccer League after beating Manika 1-0, and that was a huge victory for Scotland, especially considering that Simba Bora not in action.
Yeah. I think that at this point we have to say it was inevitable that Scotland will go on top. But as well, we know Simba Bora, they have the points and everyone else is coming along. But I think that once these guys get a strong hold, number one, it's going to be tough to remove them. And I'm also very sad that my horse, Moses, is faltering.
And Simba Bora Ndara, the fact that they are playing in the CAF Champions League, is it good for them? Or is advantage Scotland? Because Scotland pari kutamba Simba isipo inogona kuita kuaccumulate magames in the end, but gap richikura kumapoints.
Yeah, I think one thing that always happens, especially in this game of ours, in our beautiful game, is that it's also a psychological battle. If you see 2 games in the end, it does not necessarily equate to 6 points. Boys, and then you feel the pressure. So again, it now becomes a but it now becomes a psychological battle.
So John Pasha, if you are listening, hands namdara lodzi anofana kugona kubraina because chakuitika apa is now a psychological battle since Scotland iri kutoita ichitovhura gap. So the log standings as it stands now, Scotland on 56 points, followed by Simba Bora 55 points with a game in hand. Ngezi on 50 points. Ngezi is still in the race in that 6 points.
I mean, actually they're still in it. They're still in it, and I hope they'll push.
And one Magambo
exactly. The terrain. They know the terrain.
It's still 5 games to go. There are 6 points at drifting. 15 points.
What I love about this edition, what we have had, is that Chukunosika to the wire, and there are still teams in with a chance. So it makes it more exciting. We are going in for a photo finish.
So it's Scotland on 56 points, Zimbabwe on 55 points with the game in hand, Ngezi 50 points, 6 points from Scotland, Moz on 49 points, and Tier 1 on 46 points in 5th position. And Tier 1 beating Yada 2-1 today with Navaya scoring his 14th goal of the season. Aiti arida kusvika 20 mufesu. And one more thing, tauda ngounzwa nyema Warriors mukati. Sei asingadaidzwe kunational team.
I think that vacationing man, we call a coach. Vacation. Why don't we play? We've always said this on our show. I think our local guys who are famba, they should be given a chance. And
also Tando
Ngwenya. Those are exactly
again.
Those are the players that we want to be given chances. They let the old guys go to pasture.
Yeah. Let the old guys go to pasture. And Yada losing to Tier 1 by 2-1. And Navaya scoring his 14th goal of the season. And favorite for Soccer Star of the year. Apani mumwe munhu outstanding here mudara.
As it stands, and which Baba chacho chikuita sei chanotitorera senhando which Baba chanotora.
So Yada losing to Tier 1 by 2-1 in a game that Yada could have got 3 points there, but wasted a lot of chances. Bikita and FC Platinum drawing 1-1. Ngezi drawing 0-0 with the Rentals, and Greenfield. Big victory for Greenfield, beating Chicken in a relegation.
That was
2-1.
That was a relegation fight. You did not know which way that game was going to go. But it's also another, we have a photo finish at the top. We're also getting a photo finish at the bottom. Yeah. So Shanaki in the next coming games.
And the bottom from Highlanders in 9th position to Dynamos in 17th position, separated by 4 points. A win tomorrow for Caps United can take them from 14th position to 9th. So anyone from number 9 to number 17.
That's the beauty that we have. And we hope also as well that tinosvika kunopera games tiri pakadai, so that it becomes a tour or die encounter. You ground up. And also if we have matchups of those who want to win the league against those who are fighting for relegation.
And as it stands, Highlanders on 9th position, 33 points. Chicken in 10th position, 33 points. Manika Diamonds 11th position, 33 points. Bikita Minerals 12th, 33 points. Triangle 32 points on 13th. Caps United now on 14th position, just 1 position above the relegation zone. Greenfield follows on 31, Yada 29, Dynamos in 29, and Kwekwe we can just say kuti zvaendwa napo.
Kwekwe yauto munhu unofanira kubata iri
ndo akaimbwa namaster H kuti zvaendwa. So mabhora sezvataura namudhara lodza kuti tichanakirwa nemabhora izvezvi every point matters, even a single draw.
Every point counts, exactly.
So ndo mamiriro akaita log redu from 9th to 17th they were separated by 4 points, and anyone anokwanisa kubuda there. So the fixtures that we have ndara, the big one, the Harare Derby, Caps United versus Dynamos. And before Mdara Mapindira, we just want to give the viewers a little bit of news there. Caps United unveiling a big sponsorship deal with Lesotho Green Dollar Development Bank worth $4.3 million US. And this is going to start from 2026 for the 3 seasons. Your thoughts on that? Farage seems to have something up his sleeve every time.
Kudos to them. You know, getting sponsorship is a very big part of oiling the team. So it's very nice.
And what better time than just before the Harare Derby?
So and also for this derby, what we can go and say, Baba, it's good. We expect a lot of fireworks. Dynamos, they will feel like they have it within themselves, and the Caps as well. It's now a time to prove your ability. So this is the derby of derbies. In the later bygone years, bygone eras, we knew that this was for the title, but now this is for relegation. But I know that there's going to be a crowd who are going to be there as the green half matches the blue half of the town.
The green half versus the blue half of town, and this game is tomorrow. Caps United versus Dynamos, and pa sponsorship deal re kepe 4.3 million from Lesotho Green Dollar Development Bank. Part of the deal is only they will get 2 buses, 2 state-of-the-art buses, better than Avagapiwa Nanyasha. So I think it's a very good deal, and it comes just before the Harare Derby. And Makebeke Mdara Yangane 1 week Irkwamtari camping, and the Caps United seniors, the officials, they are saying no, camping Yangasiri for the Harare Derby. It's for the run-in relegation. And it seems Pina in place for
That means that they are treating themselves, they are a professional club, and they're treating themselves as a professional club. They're setting the conditions which are necessary for success. We hope that this transpires pitch, because the Kanamurinin boys Racho, we've been shown to support. And also kudos again for the management and the owners. So we're going out there and sourcing my sponsors. Yeah.
Kudos to Farajere there for sourcing sponsors. And Farajere always, Caps United, he always comes up with something there. And there's news that the Harare City Council in a Madira with an Caps United as well as Scotland to lease out my stadiums. In fact, pane malisa to my long term leases. Caps United for Gwanzura Stadium and Scotland for Chibuku. So most probably starting next season, Caps will be hosting their matches at Gwanzura Stadium, and then Scotland at their home ground at Chibuku Stadium. So part of the deal is to stadium to meet my standards in Zimbabwe Premier Soccer League. And
this is good because we have kindness abora different sides. We are also, what can I say, it's sort of like decentralizing. Because this gives like a better chance, because what these local teams have, like if it's World Cup they have their own set of supporters, and it forms a bond. Exactly, so this is a very good development for our sport in as well.
So some of the fixtures, Kwekwe will take on Moz, and Moz and Dara, if they win this game, they will go to 52 points. That's 4 points from Scotland. And we can safely say they will be back in the championship race.
Hopefully they will do this. But what I've maybe sort of like seen a lot of times is Moz gasangana nika team nika shega. Yeah, you know, they're shake out.
Most of team are shake out, they are shake out. So most take on Kwekwe, and this is a must win for Lloyd Mutasa, and they are still on track for a historic double for most. The Premier League title and the Chibuku Super Cup, and Triangle versus Simba Bora. That game has been postponed because Simba Bora in the African Champions League. And they won 1-0 in the first leg.
Yeah,
good result.
It's a very, very good result. Yeah, We just hope that they will maintain my standards now. But that was a very good, it's your first time, Mapindo African Safari, so you don't know what type of football or just so getting a win here, that's a positive start.
Yes. So very good result for Simba Bora. They winning 1-0 versus Tsingizi FC Yeku Eswatini, and they will then play the second leg away from Botswana. That was their home ground, Simba Bora. So they will play the away game at in Swaziland there, and hopefully we hope they can pull through to the next round, which will be good for Zimbabwean football. And with that, we come to the end of today's program, and keep on supporting us and keep on watching Sports Amplified Zim. It's one word, Sports Amplified Zim. Thank you.